Hey guys, let's take a quick look at the Series 2i 450 post driver. This is a brilliant machine, positioned as a more heavy duty option in the range. Perfect for farmers, fencing contractors that want something heavy duty, reliable, easy to use, and a seriously capable post driver with lots of options to upgrade as well. What you've got is a 4.5 metre mast with a hinge. So what that means is, in the work operational position, the mast is hinged up, held by your hydraulic ram, and that gives you that really tall mast for the hammer or the dolly to slide on. Gives you that really fast hammer stroke and good hitting power, which is what Kinghitter is known for. And then when you're done or transporting, you can hinge it down using the valve bank, which is done using the hydraulic ram here. Give the wire cable some slack, hinges it down, really easy to do, and you can drive around for transport, chuck it on the back of a truck, store it in a shed, and it's under height, it's under that legal height you need to be. So looking around about that 3 metre, 3.1 metre transport height. So super heavy duty mast, we go to the 150 UC column, which is also, we use a high grade steel, so it's 350 grade steel on that. And that takes all the shock, all the vibration that you get while you're hitting posts on the ground, and doesn't transfer it to the vital componentry on the machine. So that's the base of it. You've got options of 250 kg up to 300 kg hammer weights. This one here is fitted with a 270, it's the most common spec, and what you'll see probably mostly around Australia. And also comes standard with our post cap, post steering system. What that is a separate plate that is actually attached to the mast. It's not fixed, it's sliding on the mast, and it's separate to your hammer. So the idea of it is that you can lift it up, put your post in underneath the cap, and the cap actually holds the top of the post securely against the mast. So you get it aligned with your mast, and allows you to get it very accurate without trying to steer the post with a podgy bar or a chain or your body. You're not trying to wrench on it. So the cap, that does all the work of steering the post. So the hammer, like I said before, is separate. Up and down, hits on top of the cap, and the cap drives the post into the ground accurately. You've got a bubble level on the machine here as well, so you can get that accurate. So yeah, we've got feedback from guys using these machines now, so they're not getting exhausted from trying to steer posts with their body or their hip, because the machine's doing that work for them. That's one of the secrets of what makes Kinghitter post drivers great. Also comes standard with the active safety system. So what this is a guard system for the operator as well, which interlocks with your hammer. So you can rotate it around like so, which makes it protective to use. When you do that, it lifts up this little flap, which allows you to do the full speed hammer drop. There's more information on that on the safety page on the website. So yeah, hinge it out of the way, you can put your post in position, and then that will be restricted, so you can only lower slowly, pull it back around, and go full speed drop. So really intuitive, really easy to use, and it means that if you're an existing fence line here and you can't hinge it out because there's a fence, you can also override it with this little lever here. And what that means is both hands are still safely behind the guard. Awesome to use. Now for the valves, we've gone for a custom designed Italian valve bank. These are really good to use, super progressive, and then as part of that, the way that Kinghitter, we lay them out really ergonomically. So you've got a wrist bar here, rest your hand on, all your controls are at your fingertips. Simple push-pull action there, which is really natural to do. And then every function is just laid out nice and simply. As well as that, the lift ram system, it's a new system which we call interchangeable hydraulics. What it is uses a double acting lift ram, which is it's essentially a pull stroke to lift the hammer and extends to drop, and then we can control the oil flow to go from the spare end of your ram through the valve bank and a check valve system back to the bottom end of the ram, rather than pushing the oil all the way back to the tractor. It does a quick cycle from one end of the ram to the other. What that means is we don't have to have a high flow dump into the back of the tractor. It's not pushing all the oil at high speed, so you've got less friction, less heat build up, and it's just better for the tractor overall. Also means you can fit these to skid steers, excavators, anything like that really easily without modifying your machine. There's quite a few attachment options in the Kinghitter range. The Series 2i 450 will be compatible with all of them. This particular machine's fitted with the auto latch auger kit, which is our standard auger system. That's all hydraulically done, so you lower it down and it's got a little roller bar system that kicks it around and drills your hole. There's more information on that on the auto latch auger kit page on the website. So anything from 3-4 inch augers up to 300mm. So there's a range of options as well. There's other systems, like I say, rock spike systems, auger systems, so have a look at those. Another great feature on these machines is the angle tilts. So if you're working in hills and you want to get the post vertical, it's critical to get that mast tilting. You're going to get 25 degrees each way with this machine, so forward, back, side to side, and that's all done using these two levers. So push, pull, it's really fast, easy to do. The Series 2i 450 is also compatible with the whole range of Kinghitter base designs. So starting with the standard 3-point linkage, that's just the basic spec. So that there can be remounted straight to the back of the tractor. We also have an upgrade mount option called a mast shift, which is actually a shift. It's not fitted on this machine, but shifts between these two legs here. So forward and back. On the back of the tractor, that's side to side, left and right. And then when it's mounted in conjunction with our side shift base, which is called the Terminator, what that gives you is a side shift, and if you've got the mast shift as well, it's a forward and back. So you can shift out towards your fence line, and if you're not quite on the mark, rather than jumping back in the tractor and inching forward, you've actually got a shift forward and back. There's more information about that particular mount on the website as well. The Series 2i 450 with the 4.5 metre mast is capable of hitting in anything up to 12 foot or 3.6 metre posts. So part of that is the way the lift ram system works with the wire cable and hydraulic ram. Gives you that extra stroke to get on top of tall posts. What that means as well is there's a lot less vibration and shock going back to the rams and vital componentry, because it's isolated from everything with the cable. You're going to expect a contractor probably 12 months of cable life at least. Farmer, anything up to 20 years. Honestly, it just depends on how much you use it. The wire cables are easy to change, and it's something we have in stock. So you can do it really easily, and you're going to have minimal downtime if you ever do need to replace them. A couple of other features. One being the adjustable height legs. They're set all the way in now, but we can drop these out in two different settings. Gives you a bit more height on your hammer there, and then also counters for undulations on the ground. These machines are 100% made in their factory in New Zealand and built to the highest standards. A couple of cool features I'll point out. Anything that's pivoted has got a machine bush. It's replaceable and greasable. So you've got grease nipples there. Same with the main pivot pin on the mast. Big 60mm pivot pin and fully greasable as well. Any sliding surfaces, such as in our Terminator base here, it's got nylon slides and nylon adjustable bushes. So anything that slides has actually got adjustability. Keep that tight and it'll last for many, many years. It's a really high quality bit of gear, made by guys that have been doing it for a long time. Kinghitter is a trusted brand, and Every single machine is spun up and tested before it leaves the factory. So you can be rest assured that your machine is going to be top quality. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please reach out. I'll be happy to talk to you. Look forward to it.